that's where all like how they're trying to hire people. It's just, you can make all this money if you do this. But I almost feel like for you, I mean, obviously the money's important, right? Um, but the but I feel like for you, there's that meaning in what you found, this meaning in what you're doing in roofing. Do you think that like what do you think the most impactful message that a roofing business owner is looking to hire a rep can say to a potential rep, someone that's interested in getting into roofing? Do you feel like the just leading with the money is the right approach, or do you feel like there could be like talking about this meaning up front, potential meaning up front? Do you think that would be impactful? I know that was kind of a mess of a question, but do
No,
you get what
I understand. I mean, it definitely all plays together. One of the advantages that uh, a sales role has, one of the advantages that uh, a sales focused industry has is that money. And so that's why it is easy to go there. Like if I couldn't provide for my three kids, I wouldn't be doing this. As much as I care about the customers, my family comes first. So
yeah.
it is helpful when I was teaching, I texted John at some point. I was like, hey man, I'm not sure if this is it. Like, are you still looking to bring somebody on? Once we talked about money, like it does make it easier. So I don't necessarily think you can ignore it, but if that's, I think, I think you can, if you're a roofing company owner, you want to hire people that are motivated, that want to grow a business, but there's got to be something else beyond that because you've got to have people that have a long-term point of view. So it's possible to accidentally hire people that are just trying to make as much money as they can until they can springboard off your company and get a job with another one. And that's definitely not what you want. So I think I don't exactly know because I haven't gone through the hiring process. I've only ever been on the other side. I do think though, the more questions you can ask to people just to kind of figure out like what is it that makes you tick. And I know not everybody is like that. I came out of college when I'm looking at careers, I had a very clear understanding of what I wanted to do outside of the exact business. And so when John and I first spoke, I could say like, okay, yeah, I think this business applies for that. And he could kind of see what I was wanting to accomplish in my life and the impact that I wanted to make and how I wanted to make that impact. Um, so I think the more conversations anybody can have with a potential hire about what their like long-term goals are, it'll just become more apparent of exactly if that's the right fit for your company. And I think every company is probably going to be a little bit different. Um, but and maybe, I mean, maybe the owners of every company would need to kind of exactly understand what it is that they're offering a potential person coming on. So if your company really is mostly driven by just specifically we just want to make as much money as possible. Like, I mean, just own it and just make sure the people you hire align with that. When I first came on with John, we really just talked about doing roofing differently, doing a taking an industry that's kind of gone one way for a long time and trying to figure out ways to do it differently to make that customer experience easier. So as soon as John and I first started talking about what his goals were and what my goals were for my life, it was very clear that we aligned. And I think that's the most important part probably is just if you're clear on what you want your company to be and who you want the people that you hire to be, then it's really easier to find the people that are compatible with that. If you're not clear on exactly what you want and who you want to hire, then I would say you got to take some time to figure that out. And there's nothing wrong with not being clear on that because, a lot of times you get into a job because you got to provide for your family. And at the end of the day, if you got a family, if you got kids and you just got to make some money, there's nothing wrong with doing what you need to do to provide. But maybe if you're already in it and you're a roofing company owner, just take some time to figure out what it is. Like, what do you want long term, and how can you find the people that align with that?
That's good. It's good insight. How did you and John meet?
Uh,
One of you want to tell that story?
I don't even really
Oh,
remember.
so It's a long story. That's like it's got to be like
Can't be that long.
7, 8 years ago. Is that right?
Yeah, I would say probably we met through going to the same church. That's probably like the easiest way
Yeah.
to say it. But I don't,
And
I
then
mean, actually, I don't remember meeting John ever. There was just a day that we knew
I
each
was
other.
just here.
Yeah.
Just
And we
happened.
were,
Yeah,
we
I
were
mean,
kind of,
Watkinsville's small though. Watkinsville's small. Like I mean, I had met your parents like 20 years ago.
right.
So it's not like it's a very small town. That's pretty much
We've